Hi. Well, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
My name's Hannah. I'll be doing the interviewing process.
I'm Lindsay. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So tell me a little bit about yourself.
So my name is Lindsay Reed. I'm from Summit, Mississippi. I am 22 years old. I've done cheer my whole entire life. I currently go to school at Southern Miss. And in May, I will be graduating with a liberal studies major and minoring in psychology. And then I will go on and either, get a part-time job or another full-time job and then do this, in the evenings whenever y'all are available or anything like that. I am engaged. Just got engaged last month.
Congratulations.
Thanks. So I will be getting married in August. We'll live close by. We'll be in Columbia, so not very far at all, just a little drive down the road. So.
All right. Well, what experience do you have with cheerleading?
I started a competitive cheer in 4th grade, so I've been doing it for a very long time. What is that, like 10 years? And so I did competitive cheer until I was in 8th grade. I did stop competitive in 8th grade or 7th grade. And so I started doing middle school cheer. We competed every year in middle school. And then throughout high school, I made cheer every year. And I did All-American cheer. I made that every year in high school and actually middle school whenever we were able to try out. I started competitive cheer back in 9th grade. And I did that my entire year. We competed at Worlds and Disney and NCAA All-Star Nationals, all kinds of different competitions around the state. And we also did the Macy's Parade in New York. I did that because
That's exciting.
I know. So it's my only time to go to New York, but I did it, and I made it up there. And so I was actually on TV that year. I was one of the first rows, so they liked my performance, apparently. Not to be conceited. But so I did that, and my junior year, I got to cheer in the Houston Parade. They picked me at camp again that year to cheer, and so I traveled over there, so I tried as many parades as I could to cheer.
You did a lot of traveling with cheerleading.
Right. Right. Yeah, Disney and then New York and Houston, all kinds of places. And then I cheered at a JUCO, Copiah Lincoln Community College in Weston.
How did you like that?
Loved it. If that would have been a 4-year college, I would have stayed there forever. It was literally the best experience of my life. But I also did an open team, iOS 5 International Open Team that year, and we competed still. So I competed until after my freshman year in college, and then I started coaching. And so I got to coach. I actually started coaching in high school. So they asked me to coach, I think it was my senior year, and then I just kept on with Mississippi Gym of Dreams. Coached there for 2 years, and then one of the guys I actually cheered with on the International Open team, he opened up his own gym, so I actually started working with him. He offered a pay raise, and so I started with him, and that was the last year I competed, was after my freshman year in college, and doing Worlds and all that with that team. So then I just coached, and I tried out for Southern Miss my sophomore year, and I cheered my sophomore, junior, and senior year doing that, and I was picked, to cheer the best games, not to toot my own horn, but toot toot. So I got to cheer at the LSU game. Let's see, I was picked, then the way they did it is they ranked you, so they ranked, seniority, and then they did, based off of your skills, your stunts, tumbling, all of that. So I was picked every year, even as a sophomore, whenever I was younger, to go to the bowl games and the big games like LSU, Tennessee, La Tech, whenever we played in that football game, the big conference game. And so I went to Dallas to cheer at the bowl game my sophomore year. And so I did that, and then my junior year, I got to go to the bowl game again in New Orleans. So I was picked again, so I kept my skills up and stuff, so I was able to go and travel some more. And then this past year, I got to cheer at the Shreveport Bowl, the Independence Bowl in Shreveport. And so I did all that, and I was picked each year to compete on the nationals team, and we ranked top 5 every year. So, woohoo! So I got to do all of that, and now I am looking for, a gym that I can take in, and then hopefully one day open up my own gym or another branch, onto y'all's gym or anything like that, just kind of in a different area, just to branch out from here and keep on.
Okay.
Keep on cheering.
Well, were you traveling back and forth coaching and also cheering at Southern Miss?
Yes. I drove an hour and a half 2 or 3 days a week to coach at that gym with the guy that I was telling you about. It was Mississippi
Mhm.
Spirit. So those are my babies. So I
So
continue
obviously
to,
you enjoyed coaching a
Yes.
lot because you
yes, I was
traveled with that.
very committed. I traveled each weekend during competition season, different places. We went to Baton Rouge, Texas, Alabama.
So you do
Tennessee.
not mind traveling with
No.
teams, the distance,
No,
anything like that?
not
Okay.
at all. Love to
Good.
travel, clearly. Been to lots of
Clearly.
places with cheerleading, so I'm thankful. But yeah, I mean, I do it wholeheartedly. So the girls tend to be my babies.
Okay. Well, what are your available hours that you can work?
I'm pretty much available anytime, like I said. I mean, if this is part-time or anything like that, depending on the hours you'll give me. If it's, just a few hours every evening, then I will probably definitely get a full-time job where it was maybe an 8 to 5 and then worked with y'all. But if this is something that I'll be able to get more hours with and, make a steady income, then I definitely will be available at any time. Anytime that you need me or any teams, just kind of depending on their hours. I know they fluctuate, so just however, I'll work with whatever y'all want to do.
Okay, and with this job, are you interested in long-term, like, coaching teams?
Yes.
Okay.
I would love to do definitely competitive teams where I take, different teams to other competitions, but also am very skilled in tumbling and stretching lessons. I was very well known at the past few gyms for my stretching classes. Everyone wanted in them, so I was pretty well, and I'm pretty flexible myself, so I'm able to incorporate my skills and show the girls, the correct way to do it and by myself, and then help them to get their flexibility where it needs to be. And tumbling wise, I still have all of my skills, so I can, take that, show them, be an example beforehand, and then teach them the proper way since I've been coaching for so long. And I've been coached by several different coaches, so I know the different techniques and ways to approach an athlete and give them constructive criticism and just the proper ways to handle each situation, that comes along in the gym. I know girls can be very drama-y,
Yes.
so it really just depends. I mean, but also, like I said, I've been with multiple ages. I've cheered since I was younger, so I knew what it was like being on the team and then being behind the scenes with the coaching staff and keeping a very good and tight relationship with, the gym owners and different, coworkers and stuff, but also with the athletes and keeping them in line and, different ways if drama is to occur, of course,
how to
high school wise, I was with, the high school girls and then the college girls, and then I did it myself at a younger age, so to all age levels, I knew how to handle if, different problems arise and, put out fires beforehand.
What age would you want to work with?
I do prefer older girls just
Okay.
because, they're past the back bends and the cartwheels, and
So
I
you like to do more advanced work.
Right. I specialize in more advanced work where, tucks, layouts, pulls, all of that. So I would like to, if I had the chance, but I'm, more than willing to start lower and work my way up. I know
That's good.
I know everybody must start from the bottom and get to the top, so I'm totally fine with that. But, I would, of course, like to eventually get there to where I'm with the older girls and taking them, because bigger competitions are available to the older girls, and that's my thing. I love that. So, I would love to be able to do that eventually,
Okay. Well, that's all the questions I have for you, but do you have any questions for me?
Yes, I know pay, it kind of varies at different gyms. So I'm just going to see kind of what y'all do here and, what's available.
Well, with you wanting to start off with part-time and working right up, we can do like $10 an hour. And then, of course, your privates, that's all for you. It depends on how you want to start your privates out. Because our gym, we start out like 65 and just depends on like
7 hour.
Yeah,
Okay,
and then you can cut that in half if you only want to do 30 minutes or if like you have like siblings that come in. It just kind of varies, especially with the parent.
Okay.
They want to like cut it like 30 minutes for this child, 30
Yeah,
minutes,
because
and have it a full hour.
Definitely, sometimes full hour is terrible. I know used to whenever my mom put me in full hour of private lessons, I just couldn't. You can't tumble 1 hour by yourself, So I try to, tell the girls, like, stick to 30 minutes. Or maybe if you want to do an hour, 30 minutes of tumbling and 30 minutes of stretching or motions or jumps, something to just break it up because 30 minutes of tumbling is terrible.
Yeah, that's why we normally we like to start with 30 minutes. But with siblings, you come in with 2 little girls.
Yeah, they can split it up.
Yeah, just split it up like they do 30 minutes.
So do y'all take any money from the privates?
We normally... Well, with you just being part-time, the privates will be for you, and like we'll get like 10% of it,
Okay.
and that will get added into like the paycheck and for us. But
Okay.
once you start getting higher up, then we'll start kind of cutting a little bit more from that.
Perfect. Yeah, that works
Being
well.
full-time.
Okay, good deal. How many teams do y'all have?
Right
available
now we have around 4
Okay.
teams, but we also do like tumbling lessons as well, and we do the stretch lessons as separate classes on
Good
the
deal.
side.
Good deal. And so, are y'all looking to, get more teams and get more?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now we do not have an open division, and that's something that we do want to start up. And for you who has been in an open division, that'd be great. Getting people who've actually been in there and know how it works with all age differences.
Right.
So that could be a good startup for us, having someone come in.
Perfect. Well, it was so nice to talk to you. I
It's
think
nice
I'm out of
to meet you.
questions.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.